Hmm. Mm. Good morning. Uh, good morning. Good morning. I'm sitting like this so that the sun won't disturb the image, the video. Um, I'm here and so recently my life changed, right? I made a decision to leave the big city, London, and move back to Sweden. And I moved to this island that is incredibly beautiful and very powerful. It's a very powerful island. And this was a decision that came through intuition completely. It wasn't it wasn't a decision, it was just a well, this is happening, so like let's take that step and and then just take one step after the next in terms of where I was going to live and what things were going to look like. And I ended up buying a little van. It's over here. I mean, it's not even a van, it's like a car, right? And this summer, I'm gonna live in this car. Um, and everything has just happened for me. And, ow, Poppy. She wants cuddles. She always gets a bit jealous when when I'm recording. It's funny. Um, and recently this week, earlier this week, I had this exciting shift happen. And I tend to live my life this way. I tend to follow my intuition and ask few questions. And it seems like I'm given an invitation to an even deeper surrender into that. And of course, those of you who come to this channel, you know that I often speak about the non-dual teachings. And of course, if we're gonna do self-inquiry and explore the truth of this experience, truth, I mean, there is no truth either. At the end of the day, it's nothing. um, but um, but if we're gonna be doing that, then we really have to completely surrender everything, you know. it is a natural step of releasing identity, understanding that identity is not, because who is it that is making the decision? Who is it that is making the plans, projecting into the future? In my experience, it seems to me that when we release desire, planning, um, identity, really, there tends to be a time when everything feels incredibly still, like a void. Um, but as we sort of get used to that experience, we also tend to come back into this like natural flow of desire. But it seems to me that rarely that is desire that stretches into the future. It can be actions and intentions, inspirations for creation, and maybe projects that will take a long time. But the desire is in the now. And I have been very intentionally recently been playing with my perspective of experience. I've been more deeply asking the questions again. Um, and in some ways, it's had me experiencing life sort of falling apart at the seams. Um, Reality disintegrating in a way. Of course, it just stays exactly the same. It's just that the perspective changes. And I believe that with that, exploration, this understanding also dropped in for me once again. The inclination, the inspiration to surrender, to completely just give it all up. And I am a person who have historically been teaching in different ways, in different places, different areas of life, and and with this understanding, there mm, there wasn't necessarily the well, there wasn't necessarily the desire to um, give up teaching. I still have a deep desire to show up here, to speak here, no matter what we want to call this, whatever this is. But there have been big parts of what I was planning on doing that really just wanted to fall away. And it seems it seems so incredibly natural to not plan. It seems, it feels so very playful, joyful, free to wake up every morning and and just be with life. And to feel that deep trust that everything is taken care of, everything is done, everything is complete. There's nothing to do. And whatever is happening is happening. And if we want to speak on the more material levels, this trust shows up to me as synchronicity, as people gravitating towards me for whatever it is that I have to offer them. I've shared before that I have struggled with these spiritual gifts like healing and channeling and experiencing different dimensions, etc. But the struggle was coming from the belief that I had to do something in particular with them. That I had to take a stance. What is right? What is wrong? What is true? What is false? And also, what do I do with this then? If this is part of who I am, right? Identity, once more, identity. But when there is no identity, everything becomes a game and everything becomes beautiful. Lights. Mm. And that is not to say that fear doesn't come in, these automatic beliefs that we hold about being this physical being that can die and that needs safety and who needs to protect itself. And that's a play in itself to let that unfold, to play with the more sticky parts. Mm. Satnam. Have a beautiful day.